Hi guys, so I'm back with a sort of analysis video regarding Liverpool Football Club. So, before I start the video, I just want to let you know I am currently on my holidays. Yes, I'm currently in Germany with a few friends, having a lovely time. Well, we've had a lovely time. We're going back tomorrow, but we've had an absolutely fantastic week. Yeah, gorgeous country. I even got the chance to go to the Allianz to watch Bayern Munich versus Werder Bremen in an absolutely fantastic game. Well, they won 4-0. It was a battering, really, but Bayern fans are just incredible. Like, German fans are incredible. I think us Brits in the Premier League could learn a lot from stadium atmospheres, definitely. But I've just got a bit of downtime in the hotel before we head back tomorrow. So I just thought I'd give a little quick video on my thoughts on Liverpool Football Club so far this season. So we are currently 6 games into the new 25-26 Premier League season. And yeah, it's been, for the most part, it's been fantastic. You know, where Liverpool are on 15 points, top of the table. And I'm thinking, well, why are you doing a video about this? Well, I think there definitely is cause for concern, to say the least. You know, yeah, we are 6 games in, 15 points. But to say we've not been at our best is an understatement. We've definitely not been the attacking force, the Liverpool we know and loved from last season and the season before with Klopp. And something does seem a little off this season so far. And of course, on Saturday, yes, Liverpool lost 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Now, I didn't watch it because I was at the zoo, but from what I've heard, we were far from anywhere near our best, as we have been the previous 5 games. Palace just kind of bossed us, and yeah, we got a little late rush of Chiesa, but then they got a late winner. And what we've done to so many teams so far this season, that Crystal Palace did to us. It was our first defeat of the season, and yeah, probably a well-deserved victory for Crystal Palace. So yeah, we are still top of the league by 15 points, but Arsenal pulled off a late comeback against Newcastle yesterday, so now they are 2 points behind us. And you know, it could be quite close if we start dropping a few more points in the next few games and Arsenal and other teams start doing well. We could start sliding down the table a little bit. So is the cause for concern. So despite the fact we still are top of the league, 15 points, it's not a crisis mode or anything, but I think there is a few little signs that some fans are starting to say. So first off is the fact that we've just yet to put in a convincing 90-minute performance where we're, from start to finish, we're the better team, we're convincing, and we put on a good 2-0, 3-0 performance, and we look solid. We've yet to really do that. Every game we've had so far, we've either had a good second half or a good first half. It was nothing, not a full good performance. Or we've had flashes, or it was heading to a draw or a defeat, or not a defeat, but then we've had like a last-minute winner, which has happened. Watch, be quiet. I'm just thinking of the games we've won previously. Arsenal was a lucky free kick, which won us the game. A brilliant free kick, but that won us the game. That was the difference. Everton, they were probably the better team in the second half, but we still got the 2-1 win. Bournemouth that opened up the season. Bournemouth probably the better team in the second half. So it's like we've been scratching away results and left definitely like papering over the cracks wins. And I think now with that Palace defeat yesterday, or Saturday, there is a slight cause for concern. And I think Slot does need to get to it now, because what we seem to be doing is we seem to be like dominating possession, like 60-70% possession, but we're just not putting on a clinic. Like we're having like with all that possession, we're having like 3-4 shots on target, if that. Like Saturday against Palace, we had 70% possession, 600 passes to their 200, and yet they had, I think, 5 more shots on target. Explain that. It's like, it's just we're definitely not at our best yet. And I think Slot knows that. The fans are knowing it now, and we need to I think Slot needs to come up with a way to utilise this squad to the fullest, because on paper this is a world-class squad, but we're not playing like that at all. And I think there are a few reasons. One, a lot of players did come in the summer. You know, when a lot of new players come in, it can take a long time for them all to bed in to Liverpool's style of play, to Slot's style of play, because they've obviously come from different leagues, different teams where they play very differently. So obviously Florian Wirtz, Kerkez, Frimpong, Ekatike, who has obviously had a good start. Isak's come in now, but obviously he's looking really rusty. I think he's only scored 1 goal in like 4 appearances so far. But yeah, he is really rusty. He didn't have a pre-season, did he? But I think Isak will come good eventually. Ekatike's been doing very well. He's had 1 or 2 games where he's looked a bit, but He's looked really good so far. He's probably been the best signing. But the problem is, I think, with our defence, and I said this in our season prediction video, I think the defence is looking a bit leaky and a bit crumbling at the times. As much as I love Van Dijk, he is doing his best, but Konate has not been at his best. Gomez is injury prone. Who else? Endo, I guess, could play at centre back, but he hasn't really done that yet. Trey Leone, he's only a youngster. He got injured the cup game, so he's going to be out for like a year with a torn ACL. Poor fella. So yeah, I think we do definitely need to get a Gueye, I think, in January, because we need to shore up that defence, because we are looking very leaky at the back, and when teams run straight at us, it looks a bit nervy. Mohamed Salah has been nowhere near his best. I think this is like his worst start to a Liverpool season. I think he's only scored 1-2 goals, I think. I think he scored, obviously, he scored a penalty in the Burnley game, which we were lucky to win that, even though we did dominate, but we couldn't get past Burnley's defence. I think, did he get a goal in the Atletico Madrid? Atletico Madrid game was his best game so far in the Champions League, but apart from that, he's been very much off it, which, is not unlike Salah. He, as world class as he is, he can have these periods where he just looks very much off it. So hopefully he can get back to his goal scoring form. But yeah, apparently he was non-existent at the Crystal Palace game. People saying Slot needs to potentially bench him for next week's games. We'll see if he'll do that. Gakpo apparently has been a bit like that. I think people saying we're missing Luis Diaz, we're missing Trent Alexander-Arnold. Maybe their creativity and their forward passes. Diaz was on the pitch for the Bayern Munich game. Oh my God, he was so good. Just those runs and those assists to Harry Kane. How the hell did we let him go? Why did we let him go? Just pay him what he wanted. We do it for Salah and lots of other players. So I don't know. Still don't know why we got let go of Diaz. That was a very weird one, to be honest. Florian Wirtz has been, I wouldn't say a flop, but to say he's been underwhelming so far is probably correct. We've not seen anywhere near his best from the player we saw, the world-class player we saw at Bayer Leverkusen. He's really just not got going yet. I think he's had 1 or 2 good flashes and good appearances of what we know he can be, but I think the reason for Wirtz has not got going yet is, one, the Premier League is very different to the Bundesliga. It's much faster, much more aggressive. Maybe he's just not used to that. 2, he just doesn't quite suit our style of play. Maybe Bayer Leverkusen played a slightly different way in the midfield, so maybe he's just struggling with that a little bit. But I do believe Florian Wirtz will come good. He's again. Some Everton fans, my mates yesterday, they were saying he's reached 007, 7 games but 0 goals and assists. So there was a few games he's been good, but I do think he will come good eventually, because I can't pay that much money for him to be a massive flop, can we? We'll see. And yeah, Alisson has been amazing in goal. Apparently he made like several really good saves against Palace yesterday. So if it wasn't for Alisson, we could have lost that game 3-4-1 to Palace, 5-1, Jesus. So we definitely need to really just get going now. I think we've got Galatasaray this week in the Champions League. Well, it's tomorrow. Well, as I'm doing this video, it's probably done, but we'll finish by then. But and then we've got Chelsea on the weekend, and then an international break. So hopefully the lads can put in a good performance there, because I think Slot's going to start drilling into them now. We need to start coming together as a team. And now there's a lot of new players coming in as a bedding in period, but we're 6 games in now. Arsenal breathing down our necks. Man City are going to start climbing back up there. So we need to start putting in solid, convincing performances now, because there is a lot of pressure on Liverpool this season. With all that money we've spent in the transfer window, there is a lot of pressure to, at the very least, win 1 trophy and have a top 4 finish at the very least, so retaining the Premier League or Champions League. So yeah, guys. So just a quick short video on what I think's going wrong and where I think we need to improve on. But yeah, guys. So any fellow Liverpool fans, comment below. Let me know what do you think on Liverpool's. Even though, like I said, we are top of the league, 15 points from 6 games, but we're far from our best. And these poor results, he's getting away with it and scratching away games, scratching away wins, has now caught up to us with the Palace game yesterday. So Saturday. So yeah, guys, comment below, let me know. I'll speak to you all very soon again. I'll probably be back with Callum and Sab, I think this weekend, yeah, with our crown jewel prediction videos for WWE. So yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. Up the Reds this week, and I'll see you all very soon.